Hello, and welcome to a Minecraft tutorial, or you could say Minecraft Monday, except it's not Monday. Not today, anyway. Might be when you're watching it. Anyway, we digress. So we're doing a item sorter today, as promised, and I'm just going to build that in this area here. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So, the items that you will be needing today are a solid block, redstone dust, redstone repeater, a wooden sign, redstone comparator, hopper, chest, dispenser, redstone torch. You don't have to use glass, but it's optional. But glass if you need it, and a water bucket. Okay, guys. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place a block in the air. I am anyway. You don't have to. It depends. This depends on where you want to build it, basically. So now I'm going to place the dispenser on here. So it has to be facing me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build like a little X shape. Now the X shape is going to be here, here, here. Remove that one there, there. Move that one. Contract. And then that's the X shape. That's how you should be looking right now. Okay, so now that we've got that done, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a solid block and we're just going to drag it out to this one here. And then we're going to grab the redstone dust and place one there, and one there. Then you're going to grab a solid block, place that there, redstone repeater, that there, a comparator. So this is important in which way you do this. That there. So the one little red bit has to be facing up here, to facing the dispenser. Okay guys, so once you've placed all this down here, what you're going to need to do now is place you're going to place a block on here, so we crouch to do it. And then you're going to want to place one extra redstone dust just there. This is because of an update that's happened recently, and basically this just solves the problem. Well, it has for me anyway. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get the glass that we had a minute ago, and we're just going to pop that into there. And as you can see, that is now dispensing. Okay guys, so now what you want to do is you just want to grab yourself whatever block. You can use glass if you want for this. You can use a solid block. It doesn't really matter. I mean, glass if you want to see what's going on inside what we're doing here, which is now the item tunnel. So for this purpose, what I'll be doing is I'll just be using actually let's use the glass. Yeah, let's be a bit adventurous. There we go. So we're going to put a block there, a block there. You might want to put one just up there to be safe. That doesn't really need to be there. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to come along here. You're going to come along 8 blocks with this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what you want to do here is once you've got to the 8 blocks, is either end it, depending on how big you want the item sorter, or put a piece of packed ice, which is what we're going to do. So we're just going to not that one, and find the packed ice. Bear with me a moment. That's the one thing I forgot. Okay, pack dice, put a block of that there, and then basically what happens is, because we're going to put a water block in here, they can only travel 8 blocks, so it is going to stop there. So if we just cover the rest of that up there, and there as well. Then when I put a bucket of water down, in fact, I'll put the bucket of water down now. Keep dropping out glass blocks every now and again. What's wrong with me? There you go, there's your water, and as you can see, that stops to there. Perfect. So now, what you want to do is decide how long you want this, and then, obviously, how long you want it, and like, if it's going to go around corners, that sort of thing. Now's a good point to decide that. If it is going to go around corners, you can make this shorter and put the pack dice at the end of where you want it to go, and then just put on like a wooden sign. So if I show you, for example, we get a sign, put that there, don't need to label it, and then the water cannot flow backwards for when you put the next block in, because otherwise that will mess up the whole system that we've got going on here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll drag that all the way up to here. And the same with this one. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place, because for demonstration purposes, this is where I'm going to end my item sorter. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab the chest, and we're going to place that. Going to place there on that, and then you want to sort of get on top of it and crouch. Place the hopper on top of that, because what happens then is you've got the 8 blocks running down, and then the water stopped, and then the water will make the item flow into here, anything that can't be sorted or hasn't been sorted, and then that will just end in this chest here. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly make that a double chest. It doesn't have to be a single chest, it can be whatever you want it to be. There we go, now it's a double chest. Don't need to have any of those blocks behind it, that's optional, and if you want. And then, so basically, anything that can't be sorted will come into these this chest here, and then you can pick them out and then either re-put them in, and then or somewhere else. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this water source here for the time being, just to make our life a little bit easier. And then we are going to knock out these blocks, glass blocks here, and we're going to put in these blocks here, so we can put these hoppers against them. that. And then that is basically exactly where we're going to be putting the chests. Now, I personally don't want to put one underneath here, just because that's where the dispenser is. But on the next 8, you can. But you can't put one underneath the packed dice for obvious reasons, because this is making the item continue sliding into the next stream of water. So once you've done that, we're going to then delete these blocks again. I think I just deleted that packed dice by accident. Oh, there we go. So yeah, once you've deleted those blocks, what we're going to do is we're just going to put in like a J shape, and I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a second. Okay, so now we're going to put in the J shape that I was just talking about, and so what we're going to do for this is we're going to need to go put a block here. I'm going to take it out another 2. Make that a 4th, and delete the first one that you put in. I'll show you why later. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a block in this middle one here, and then we're going to put another one there, and you can see you've got your little J shape, but you need to delete this bit. Now, what we're going to do is drag this all the way along to 7th hopper there, and then do the same with this one, and then the same there, pretty much all the way along basically. You just follow the J shape, put in. Now we need to put in some repeaters. And these are just going to go in there like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a block and cover up the repeaters that we've just put in with this block. So it looks like that. And then you want to grab some redstone dust, do that across like that, and across like that. Again, to make my life easier for this, I'm going to remove this glass, so it doesn't matter at the moment. If you're using glass, I'd recommend using Silk Touch, so you don't have to keep going backwards and forwards getting glass. So now what you want to do is you want to grab yourself some more comparators, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to place one here, 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 and here. And that is the sort of setup you want. We're also going to need some redstone torches quickly. I'm just going to put them in there, like so. Now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we're just going to place back the glass that we took out from here. So we'll just take that, make it a little bit easier. There we go, like that. So that is the finished product. You want that there, and you want your redstone torches there, your repeaters in there, lovely. Now what you're going to do, depending on how big you want the item sorter, you're going to repeat that X amount of times to make it fit into your... What I was trying to say is we're trying to incorporate this into your build, so to make this fit, basically. Okay, so with that, we're just going to move on to the chest now, where all the items are going to be sorted into. I'm going to need some hoppers, and for this, you're going to want to, just to make your life a bit easier, put a block down, and then the way I would personally do it is like this, just to get like everything shaped up, basically. So the hopper goes into that block there, bang, bang, like so, and then just remove these blocks. Now, this is where you're going to put in your chest. Kinda wish I'd done it a bit easier now. There you go. Anyway, so this is where you're going to put your chest. Now, you're going to want to put it sideways, and then you're probably going to want to have at least two, I would say, probably. So for the time being, while we get this all set up, what we're going to do is we're just going to put this down here like that. We're going to get that one there, that one there, there, and then we're going to make our way back to that chest over there. So that one there, that one there, that one. Oh, this one, that one. There we go. Right. So once you've put in the double chest at the top here, what you're going to want to do, and you are, I mean, you don't have to, but you are going to want to do this, is you're going to want to expand how many items you can keep in that one row of that one particular item. Now, what I would probably do is I would get me like some sort of block, pop that there for a minute, and then we're going to run that across these chests like so. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to put some hoppers into the section that we're talking about. And then you're going to keep repeating this form once with the, well, until you feel comfortable you've got enough storage. Go there, like that. Again, as I say, it's just until you feel comfortable you've got enough storage. Okay, so now that we've done that second row, what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the third row, and we're just going to place some more blocks like this. There. And then we're going to delete this row again. And then we're going to place some more chests. And you can literally just, you can keep going with this as much as you like. There is no limit. To how many chests you can put in. That's the beauty of it. What you want. Right, so now that we've done that, we're going to move on to the sorting. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to show you how to sort the items. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a block, stack of them. In fact, let's get rid of that. The block. Let's have a block of diamonds. We're fancy. And then you're also going to need to use an anvil, so we're going to need to find that as well quickly. Okay, so we're going to place the anvil down here. And then we're going to get a block of diamond. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to rename the block so it doesn't get used for anything. So you put your stack in there, and you can literally, you don't even have to do anything really. You can, as long as you delete one letter off or rename it. I'm just going to call it a block of diam. That's it. That's done there. I'm going to take that. Now, into the item sorter. For every single one of these, you're going to want to repeat the process. So, you get the block that you just renamed. You put 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You get the item that you want to sort. You put that in there like that. That will go down to 41. And that will stay at 41. What that has now done has fed that item into this chest here. And it will automatically choose that item every single time, and obviously it won't go wrong. So for as long as you start to the closest chest to the dispenser, then the item sort of will work. But if you start from the other end and you don't sort each hopper out, then it'll just mess up. This is the only way it works. It has to start from this one onto the next one. Blah 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 blah. There we go. So your next one, same again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Item of choice in there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find some items to sort. And I am going to choose stack of that, stack of that, and you can even do this as well. Clever. Stack of that. I'll put that just there. We're gonna have some netherite. Yeah, we'll stick some of that in there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 items so far. What else can we have? Lodestone. We'll do that as well. Some brick. Have some brick. 3, 4, 6. One more. Mossy cobblestone. Lovely. There we go. So we've done that one. That's it. So 41. You've seen that. You know that works. Stick that one in there. That one will also go down to 41. There you go. Now, this one, what I wanted to show you is that you can put the same block in there as these, as long as you've renamed it properly, and it will not mess up the system. See, I've got my block of diamond there, and my block of diamond there. They will not confuse each other because I've changed the name. I mean, we all know you're not going to use a diamond block as your sorting, for your sorting block, but you know, for the purpose of this, it'll do perfectly. Moving on to the next one, mossy cobblestone. Wait until that goes down to 41. There you go, lovely. Moving on to the next one, we're going to stick some brick in there. Lovely. Next one, we're going to stick some netherite in there. Lovely. And the final one, let's stick some. Oh, what should we use? Let's go gold. Everyone likes a bit of gold. Lovely. That is it. All sorted. Right. So we have the item sorter. That is done. Everything has been sorted into the correct place. So what we'll do now is we shall get the bucket of water. We'll place that down. That will go across there. Lovely. With this, you do not have to have a normal chest on there. If you want, you can just have the hopper there and put a shulker box on top, and it will just drain the items and then break the shulker box and take it off with you again, because, you know, some people like to do that. But, I mean, I'd probably go with the chest. I probably wouldn't use the shulker box, to be honest, but you can remove a shulker box. I can see why people would want to do it. Anyway, we digress. So we're going to get the items that we just sorted, which were... Press the wrong button. And again. Pick that up. No lipping. Stack of bricks. A stack of block of diamond. We had some gold in here somewhere. Where is the gold gone? That. Take a stack of that. Mossy cobblestone, we had some of that. Had some glass, didn't we, as well? There it is. Four, 5, were the other ones? I can't remember now. Oh yeah. Oh, what's it called? Brick. Oh, netherite. That's what they were. Of course they were. I just did this on purpose to see if you was paying attention. Netherite. And right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put all of these items into, well, apart from that one, we're not putting that one in. All of these items here are going to go into this top chest. Now, if this has been done correctly, which it has, then this chiseled quartz block will not go into any of the chests that we've just sorted. What it will go into is this chest down here. Now, as I was saying earlier, to make that work, you have to have the packed ice and a wooden sign there. And then you put your water down, and it goes all the way to the end there. Lovely. Going to go into the chest here. We're going to put all the items in now. Block of diamond, lodestone, netherite, glass, gold, mossy cobblestone, brick block, and I can't remember what that was. Chiseled quartz block, that's right. Oh, apparently I'm picking some of these blocks up. See, as you can see, what it's doing is it's carrying them. Carrying them down to wherever they need to be. And if it doesn't pick them up quick enough, or it hasn't been sorted yet, it's going to carry them off and carry them all the way down into this chest here. Okay, so now that is sorted, what we're going to do is we're going to go down into this chest here. And as you can see, some of these items haven't been sorted. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out these ones here and this one here. But as you can see, the chiseled quartz block hasn't actually been sorted because it hasn't got an allocated place, which is exactly what we wanted. Now, if you want to stop the brick blocks and the glass and whatever else items from coming into here, all you need to do is come over here and slow this down a bit by setting it to 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, whatever you want. Decide what you want. I'm going to put it into 2 ticks for the time being, just to slow it down slightly, because as you can see, it wasn't too far out. So I'm going to take these ones, going to put them back into the item sorter, up the top here, brick block, block of diamond. Oh, I'm picking them up again. Need to be out of the way. Block of diamond, brick block, and just stick the rest of that glass in. As you can see, that has now slowed down a bit, and they've gone into their allocated places, and we're just left with that there. So if we go down into these chests here, you will see nothing's in this one, nothing's in this one, and that'll be the same across all of these, because we'll have the items in the bottom here. They'll get sorted into the bottom ones first before they fill up anywhere else. And then if we go up into the item sorter itself, or the hopper that sorts it, you will see they have all stayed at 41, which we set them. Like so. Well, that one's gone down to 40. We'll stick that back up at 41. It doesn't matter if it goes down to 40, as long as everything still stays the same, like that. And the beauty with this, as I said earlier, make this as big or as small as you like, and it can fit any sort of room. Bye!